Hi guys, good evening. This is Hernandez and you can call me Enzo. And for today, I'll be vlogging here a simple recipe of making a simple sandwich. Actually, this is the first time that I'll be making this. I just come up with these specific ingredients since we actually have a Korean shop. So some of the items actually was bought from there. So I'll be showing you. But before that, let me show you this first. Food safety, sanitation, and personal hygiene. Cleaning your kitchen's working premises regularly is important to keep it looks its best and make it free from germs and bacteria that usually accumulate in the kitchen area during food preparation. Several surfaces around the kitchen, such as walls, floors, shelves, and other surfaces, must always be cleaned and sanitized safely using the proper materials to reduce health hazards. And this is my ingredients for today. And before Kuya Enzo start the preparation, why is hand washing important? Hand washing is vital in preventing contamination of food by food handlers. Harmful bacteria such as E. coli, salmonella, and some viruses are present on the hands of food workers, and they are removed by proper hand washing techniques. And to make sure that everything is safe, personal protective equipment, also known as PPE, is item worn by you to protect you from exposure to hazard during work. And for today, I'll be wearing a gloves, apron, and mask. Now let's prepare our ingredients. Aside from making sure that your area is clean, we need also to make sure that all of the ingredients that we have for our food preparation is also clean. So we need to wash everything, those ingredients that needs to be washed. So I'm cutting now the enoki, and then after I cut that hard area, so I wash it. Okay, there you go. Then let's cut the white onions. So for this one, I'll be using only the half side of the onions. So that's the only part that I needed for this recipe. Let's make sure that our area is clean. And for beef bulgogi, so this one is actually a frozen item, so I make sure that I actually soak this in water for like 10 minutes to make sure that it's not frozen anymore before I prepare it. The reason why I choose bulgogi because bulgogi has a savory, salty, and um, sweet flavor that actually really good with pandesal. So that's why I prepared this specific recipe. That's it. Okay, so for this one, I'll be using a different knife while cutting the cheese, and also I changed my plastic gloves.
And for the cheese, I'm actually using a Eden cheese. I'm looking for the quick melt cheese in the nearby store here in our area, but there's no available, so that's why I only choose this one. But this one is optional. You can choose any kind of cheese you want. So I just make some thin slices, uh, because I'll be using a pandesal. So thin slices is actually good for this. Then I just cut the pandesal in half. Okay. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I always make sure that my area is clean while preparing food. And also for the items that I'm using, like the knives, so make sure that it's not wet, because that is actually where we can get some contamination. So make sure that all of your containers or all the items that you're using are all dry. Yeah, that's it. So I'm cutting the pandesal in half. Okay. And now let's preheat the pan. So for this one, I'm actually using a non-stick pan. Yeah, it's really good if you're going to make a sandwich. Okay, so first, let's cook the beef bulgogi. I actually, for this one, added a butter. So I'll be using butter later once I cook the pandesal. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, it's heat already. Then let's put the beef bulgogi. So this one is actually 500 grams, one pack, and already marinated. So as you can see, I didn't put any oil since I'm using a non-stick pan. The purpose of it is because I wanted to let the meat cook by itself and produce its own oil. And that for that oil, I'll be using that later when I cook the minced white onions and also the enoki. So let's cook for it until it's golden brown. Okay. So our beef bulgogi is already cooked. So what we're gonna do is let's set aside this. As you can see, there's is already oil on our non-stick pan. So those oil are actually from the meat. Like what I said earlier, I'll be using that all in cooking the minced white onions. Be careful with the oil. Okay, so I turn off the gas. Okay, let's set aside the beef bulgogi. So for this one, actually, I'm looking for our tissues here in our house, but I cannot find it. So yeah, so if you're going to cook this recipe, I advise you to use clean tissue so that it will get all the excess oil from the beef bulgogi. Okay, that's it. All done for our beef bulgogi. Okay, and then let's cook the minced white onions. And the reason why I choose white onions because white onions makes a great addition to any sandwiches. So what I will do here is I just caramelize the white onions. Then after that, I will set aside also the white onions. Then I will cook the enoki mushroom. Okay, so then let's cook the enoki mushroom now. Okay. Okay. A little trivia about enoki mushroom. So enoki mushrooms actually is a unique has a unique appearance. Enoki mushroom is one of the most delicate looking mushroom in Asian cuisine. And unlike the other popular Asian mushroom like shiitake or king oyster, enoki mushroom has a rather mild, slightly fruity taste. That's why I also use this or choose this specific mushroom in creating my recipe. And for enoki, you will know that this one is already cooked when it is already translucent or faded or wilted. And but even though it's already wilted, it's still crunchy. Okay. Then now let's put some butter because we're going to preheat our pandesal. Of course, we need to make sure that our pandesal is also preheated. Okay, I choose here a salted butter because it will add the buttery taste on our sandwich. Okay, let's wait for it to cook for like about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. And ta-da! Let's now prepare our sandwich. I'm actually still thinking what will be the name of this sandwich while I'm doing this. Let's see. I'm thinking of calling this as beef bulgogi pandesal sandwich ala Enzo. Okay, so just put the bulgogi, beef bulgogi with the onions, white onions, and then put the enoki, the stir-fried enoki, then our Eden cheese. Ta-da! And that's it. We're all done. Let's present my creation. Now presenting beef bulgogi sandwich with enoki mushroom. Yummers.
So that's it for today, and thank you for joining with me as I finish creating this